Hello everyone, and welcome back to Super Paper Mario. This is gonna be the final part, but first we gotta activate this heart pillar. There we go. Now that pillar opens a door to the void, where we could finally make our way towards Count Bleck. It's gonna need some preparation though, so time to do a few more things in Flipside before we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright, in we go.
Yeah.
So the thing about the levels here is they're not really all that interesting. I will say they kind of feel exactly the same. So I'm probably going to be cutting through a lot of this, but there are a ton of cutscenes here since this is the end of the game, so it'll kind of even out. I'll still keep the important bits though, so don't worry. I think it's really cool how they added a shake effect every once in a while in here to kind of tell you that the void is still growing from the outside, so you have to be quick. Wow, who would have thought that the audio would cut out again? It's totally not like this has happened in like every episode in the series so far. Don't worry, the audio actually comes back relatively quickly this time. So this torch puzzle was shown in a previous room. that didn't really have too much significance to it. I mean, most of the level up to this point was just rooms with enemies in it and nothing really too special. So yeah, I skipped through like a lot of this. So here we have Chunks, our first boss of many in this area. So because they got into an argument, Chunks and Bowser are going to fight, and I can't switch from Bowser. I have to fight as Bowser. At least Bowser does a ton of damage, so it shouldn't take too long. Still haven't gotten really that good at Chunks' fight. Alright, well, that's Chunks taken care of. And there goes the ceiling. That's not good. In a shocking turn of events, Chunks is holding the ceiling for us. It's honestly quite shocking for his character. But Bowser, being him, decides to hold up the ceiling too. He tells us to move on without him. So I guess we got to. And there goes the ceiling. They're probably not doing too good in there. For all we know, they might be gone entirely. Well, that's the first level done. You know, funnily enough, I feel like the audio being just gone for this entire segment kind of makes my job a little bit easier. Because I feel like Nintendo's whole policy on you have to edit the videos to an extent so that you don't get your video taken down. It's probably due to the music in their games. But because there's no music, I honestly don't really have to cut any of this out. I still am, because it's going to take a little bit before the music comes back from this point on. But yeah. I shouldn't have to tell you that this isn't actually Merlon. I think we all know who this is. It's pretty obvious, you know. This sort of trick has been played multiple times in the past. Well, I guess we have to hit the switch. Should have expected that. I mean, it was pretty obvious that this would be Mimi. Oh yeah, of course Merlee would be here too, right? Yeah, totally. Again, I shouldn't have to tell you that this isn't the real Merlee. We all know who this is. What's up with these questions? Why are you asking me this? I don't know. Clubba. I mean, I would say a Thunder Rage rattles my knees most. I hate cooking mistakes. Oh, I see. So she just put all three of those items in this next few rooms, I guess? Well, if I knew that, I would have chosen Ultra Shroom for this first one. Yep, as expected, it was Mimi all along. I mean, none of your options were really scary, except for maybe Francis, but I didn't want to see him again, so. Well, looks like it's Peach's turn to step up to the fight. And yes, it's gonna be against the monster Mimi. Of course it is. 'Cause why not? I am still very bad at this fight. I also still struggle with using throw. This saw blade attack does not help. Can't seem to really nail dodging attacks during this fight. I'm taking so much damage. Man, I gotta use some recovery items. I'm not doing good. It also doesn't help that she's getting much faster every time I hit her. Alright, well that was a struggle, but we did it. Here we go again. Peach saved Mimi. Of course Peach would. It's Peach. Well, it's just the bros left now. And that's it for the second level. Hey, the audio's back. Unfortunately, it took a bit longer than I expected, but it's back, so that's all we can really hope for. Now, if it wasn't obvious, this level's based on Dimentio. Howdy. So this next section is just a bunch of warping to different worlds and chasing Dimentio. It's not really the most entertaining. I mean, it's cool, but it kind of feels like it drags on a little bit too long. Luckily, I got the power of editing, so I can just skip through this. Alright, we finally caught up to Dimentio. So he's saying that he helped us this entire time because he wanted to fight back against Count Bleck. I don't know how much I believe that. I don't know if I should trust him. He's lied in the past. He's calling out Luigi. That's not cool, bro. Well, now we have to fight Dimentio with Luigi. To be honest, this fight isn't really too much different from previous times we fought him. This block thing is pretty annoying though. No matter how many times I try and avoid it, I always get caught in it. You can also flip dimensions, which, because we don't have Mario, we can't attack him when he's in the opposite dimension. Despite how things are going, I still feel like this is going better than the Mimi fight. And there we go. Manchio's taken down. Of course Luigi could do it, because he's Luigi. Manchio's doing a self-elimination to take out Luigi. Of course he would. He's just that kind of guy. So now all that's left is Mario.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of the third level, but we're down to one character now. We'll see how things go.
No. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. This entire level really wasn't all that interesting. The entire level was just a massive maze, and it really wasn't all that entertaining. There was also a bunch of enemies too, but other than that, it was just kind of walking around and finding keys. So, I've skipped to the end here, where the final boss takes place. Obviously, this is the most important part of this level. So, this is my first time ever fighting Count Bleck, even though I played this game a lot in my childhood. I just never beat it. I don't really know why, because I had the capabilities to beat it. There's just something about the Paper Mario games that, for some reason, whenever I get to the end of them, I just lose interest before I finish it. It's weird. I don't know why it happens, but it happens every time. And it doesn't matter which Paper Mario game it could be. Same thing happened with Thousand Year Door. Same thing also happened to Origami King, though that one wasn't as good as the previous Paper Mario games, so I had less motivation to even finish it in the first place. Bowser's back. Everyone's back. How they survived is beyond me. There goes the pure hearts. They've shattered his barriers, and now I can attack him. Alright, now let's do this. Anyway, I mean, the fight seems pretty simple. You just follow him, jump on him, and avoid his attacks to the best of your ability. Definitely learning his attacks, because I've never seen them before, so I have no idea what he's capable of. And there we go. Count Bleck has been taken down. It's honestly a lot simpler than I thought it would be. Yeah, it was tough, but it really wasn't all that bad. His eye changed color. It's blue now. Unfortunately, the only way to end this is to end him completely. There it is. Yep. I knew it. Of course Dimentio was gonna betray Count Bleck this entire time. No, the Ouija! He's taking the Ouija from us. Wow. It's like a Luigi mech. What is this? Alright. So, there's a second fight. But with Dimentio this time. And like last time, I can't hit him. You would have guessed. Watching all the worlds be destroyed right before our very eyes. Oh, they're in this dimension. It's been a while since we've seen it. Count Bleck has clearly changed. He's not as evil now. But he also doesn't have any hope. Aw, the little sound effect was so cute. Oh, Mimi's there. And oh, Chunks. guess that would make sense. They are called the Pure Hearts for a reason. Yeah, you're not invincible anymore. What you gonna do about it? A full heal. Let's go. Alright. Now let's get this over with. Okay, now this is definitely a lot tougher than the Count Bleck fight, I'll tell you that. Though I will be honest, as cool as this final boss is, the fact that it's the same thing the entire time is not that interesting. It's like, come on, add more phases or something, where he changes up his attacks. He doesn't. It's the same thing the entire fight. Like, couldn't think of any new ideas that you could add in partly through the boss fight. So I will say, it's really cool, this fight, but a little underwhelming by the fact that once you understand your attacks, you're good. You know what's gonna happen every time he attacks. I mean, that's one criticism I have for this. Just add variation, because there really aren't even that many attacks he can do. It's also taking a very long time to take him out. I don't know how much health he has, but clearly he has a lot. Alright, finally, Dimencio has been taken down. Luigi, you're back. Okay, it's not over yet. Oh yeah, this place, where everything began. gotta respect Count Bleck. He knows how to take responsibility. So even though everything seemed doomed, there actually is a happy ending here. Church bells. Wedding bells. The void is closing. Peace has once again been restored. We did it. We're back in Flipside. Yay! Anastasia is alive. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And there goes the void. The only thing missing here is Count Bleck and Tippy. They're gone. Gone forever. here. They're finally together. You know, it was kind of weird seeing her cry. You know, because throughout the entire game, she's like super stern. And she's serious all the time. You wouldn't expect her to cry, but she is. He's right, you know. This goes for the real world, too. Okay, Merlon, way to ruin the moment. You have to admit it is pretty funny, though. That's the end of this story. Another chapter closed in the Paper Mario world. Well, that's the end of Super Paper Mario. It's quite a nice, heartwarming story there. That just goes to show how quickly you can change someone's heart if you love them. Count Bleck was such a evil villain planning to destroy every world, and yet Tippy over there just so happened to be who he was looking for the entire time. And finally being reunited with her made him stop everything. Well, as best as he could. It just goes to show how easily love can triumph over anything. Love is really the only way to change people's hearts. And in the modern day, people don't really express love anymore. Hence why everything's going downhill. All we need is a little more love. A little bit more love for your fellow man. Or fellow woman, fellow person, we'll say. And if we do that, that's what truly will make a difference. I really liked this game as a child, but this was my first time ever actually beating it. And I'm glad that I did. And I'm glad that I left this ending completely unknown to me until this point. because it's really heartwarming and it's impactful. And just seeing how all our enemies throughout the story changed at the end here. They're now our friends. And that's really cool. I love this game a lot. And even though it's super different from the previous Paper Mario games, it's still really well made. It tried new things, and while I think the other previous Paper Mario games were better, that doesn't mean this one was bad. It's just different. And different's good. Sometimes. We're not talking about Sticker Star. But now that I've experienced the full story here, I feel like I like this game more. I'm not really sure how to end this. Things got pretty deep there. But hey, it's stories like this that actually spark conversations like that. Anyway, that's gonna be all for this series. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.